9. Oh, we are. Oh.
Hi everybody. How you doing this afternoon, evening, whatever time it is where you are?
Good evening, good morning, good night.
That's what it is. Savage AF for you guys. Yeah, man. I'm Black Pedro. This dude.
I am Shang, and
You know what it is.
I am telling you, I'm not going nowhere.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, if you say that, it makes you want to start singing the song. Yeah,
guys,
I was gonna let you. Got it.
It was breaking up a bit.
Wow, what is?
I got you clear. I got you clear now, but you were breaking up a bit.
It was weird. I was gonna say, make sure that you understand this. We're here, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Monday through Friday. That's what I was letting y'all know.
That's what it is, y'all. Live on YouTube and Facebook at the same damn time. If you ever miss us live, I want you to take your finger, stick it up your own booty, and then taste that. Taste that, okay? Because
wow, wait a minute, that's
they call that a chimp popsicle. Now listen, but before you do that,
that was disgusting.
But before you do that, man, hold that finger. You can save yourself from such humiliation, by going to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/C/SavageAF World, all one word. It's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. If you haven't done it yet, do it. When you get there.
And when you get there. Hit the bell.
Click on it. Oh man, yeah. Subscribe. Click the bell for notifications. Also,
you mean
I became my own gift. I don't even have to do it. I can. It's just popping off, son.
Also, make sure you check us out on all the platforms like Facebook.
Savage A.F. If you don't use 2 dots, that's your fault.
That ain't our fault. That's your fault.
That's your fault.
That's called a pun.
Man.
Also, make sure you check us out on the
The egg.
I just talked to Nick Alexander. Shout out to Nick Alexander. He said that the Wu-Tang show was pretty fire.
Oh yeah, no, I knew it would be, man.
And they said, but they cut the mic off on Nas. When he was doing one mic.
What?
Yeah, they faded him down because they hit the 3-hour mark, and they said all I wanted, and that was it. So it was like a weird crescendo. Everybody was like all hype, and they cut it off.
Oh wow!
Yeah, these theaters,
that's not what we paid for.
These theaters don't give a fuck. But what we do give a fuck about, other than Nas getting another bag, we got to get another bag, and you need to follow at Black Pedro on the egg. Yeah, you need to follow at Comedian Shang on the egg. Stop fucking around. Yeah, I already cussed. Too late. I thought we were at the 5-minute mark. We're not.
It's all good, man. We'll survive.
We'll live.
Yeah, man. Thank y'all for being in the building with us. So many dedicated followers. We appreciate y'all. Maya Baker, I see you. Damani Jones, peace unto ye. Raina, love you back. Who else we got here? Facebook user. I think that's Sandy. Let's talk about it. Miss No Slick Name, QB, Treehead. Oh man, Bronda. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for being here.
Savages.
All of y'all. Let's get into it today so we can get out a bit, so we can get into our weekend, so we can get on with our lives, man. Let's do it. Friday, October 7th, 2022 in the time-space continuum.
It's 2020 twin.
Deucey deuce. We are going to end today's show with a SHANGRY. With the SHANGRY for you. Civil War's coming.
Yeah.
But it ain't gonna be civil.
War is nigh.
It's just war, that's all. Civil war is coming. It ain't gonna be civil. Let's talk about it. But before we get into it, Black Pedro popping today. Bit of celebrity gossip. And another reason for me to hate state. Let's talk about it.
Just another reason.
But before we get into that, fire, do not hire. Uvalde, Texas, the city in which Robb Elementary suffered a tragic loss of 19 children and 2 adults in a mass shooting, school shooting, some months ago, earlier this year. But the city, the town, Uvalde, Texas, has suspended their entire police force. Let's talk about it. But before
I love it.
Yeah, but before we get into that,
all you motherfuckers, all of y'all fired. What? Yeah, every one of y'all. Janitor, get your shit.
But you, yeah, exactly. You with the whistle, get the fuck out.
It's pretty fucked up.
But everybody, we are going to start off today's show
again.
Man, I love it. It's becoming. I'm having fun starting the shows with these, but I like to mix them in. But today, I definitely do want to start off like.
Motherfucker say what? Yeah. Motherfucker say what? Say yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, wow. Hey.
These are my confessions.
Yeah.
So, we had a bit of fun, a spot of fun talking about, the most what'd you call them? Hot neck water. I think at some point you called him hot neck water.
Neck water.
But he has a pack of hot dog for neck meat. Kanye West, Kanye, for those who know him like that. We had a spot of fun making sport of him for wearing the White Lives Matter. It turns out that was at Fashion Week, by the way. That
makes it worse.
I didn't realize what the event was, but
no, I knew that, and it makes it worse.
Yeah. So.
Oh, by the way, Kanye West, if you ever see this, eat a dick. And if you see me, I dare you to say something to me.
Well, I don't know about eating one, but he was definitely sucking a dick on Fox News the other night with Cker Carlson as he sat down with an exclusive interview. And, just had Tucker Carlson just
jizzing
all in the goo, man goo in his pants over all the things that Kanye was saying. Namely, he said, and with regards to the T-shirts, White Lives Matter, him and Candace Owens wore side by side, and apparently he had his models from his line wearing them too. But he said that in regards to those shirts, he was like, well, the reason I wear White Lives Matter is because, well, it's true. White Lives Matter, and it's like. Yeah, no shit, dumbass. That's why we say Black Lives Matter, because they don't matter, because white lives matter more.
He doesn't understand the
whatever
the art of SAR and the other person chasm. He doesn't understand. He
doesn't know INT or intelligence.
Exactly. All he knows is ku un. The bottom line is that was another display, just like he did, to me at least. Like he did with Trump. I thought that was another Trump display where he, so thirsty for acceptance, so thirsty for that, so busy doing the jig for them, doing the jig for the
to dance with.
For the ice monkeys.
Also, another one that he slipped in there in this Tucker Carlson interview is, Tucker asked him, why do you like the guy? I'm sorry, Cker Carlson. He asked him, why do you like the guy? Right? In regards to Trump. Trumpty Dumpty, sorry.
Yeah.
Kanye said that he's like, man, Trump is just a shit. Like, he's got his name on buildings. And then he goes, and he made Ivanka. And Tucker was like, you like Ivanka? He was like, yeah. I mean, it honestly, it was so field niggerish. It was so field slave.
He was dancing. He was dancing. Oh my goodness!
And Miss Ivanka's show looks fine this morning.
Who's that nigga on the nag?
Oh man!
And it was the same shit he did by licking Trump's head. Look at that same shit.
Oh man, yeah.
And he's just showing himself. There's no excuse. Everybody said, well, he's doing it to promote. He got an album coming out, or he's doing it to promote. He got a clothing line coming out. And by the way, I've seen some of the clothing. Oh, bumwear. That's fucking. That's hobo.
The girl who does a parking lot pimping, Lenise, she called them alien bird cages. The shoes. I was like, yeah, girl. Hold on, Treehead. I want to address this before we get further in. Treehead says Most Def is endorsing Kanye's White Lives bullshit. Sorry, Treehead. At least the images I saw, and I would beg you to look at it again. On the black shirt with white lettering, he had the V blocked out in lives, so it actually reads "White Lies Matter." And with the white shirt with the black lettering, he whited out the V. So the stuff Most Def was wearing actually says "White Lies Matter." Right. So straight up. Because it made me do a double take and stare for a minute. I was like, oh, okay, I see what he's doing. Wow. Eve comes in. Kanye is a connoisseur of cock. Wow. He was on Fucker Carlson's dick. A proliferator of penis. We like to use words like that. But the bottom line is Kanye West is showing himself again as the capital coon. Well, he's Captain Coon. Okay, and so here's the other part for me is the other conversation that this brings up is how much attention do we give to it? Because, I hear people who normally, I think they have solid mentalities and, are sound mind, and who are like, let Kanye speak what he speaks. And then there are like crazy people who are like, Kanye is God and he speaks only the truth. And you're like, oh God. But, for those who oppose all of this bullshit, like, the question is kind of like, how much attention do we give to it? For me, I think ignoring it is irresponsible because he does have a lot of influence, and in the most influential culture, which is hip hop globally, right? And he's or legendary within it. Even I don't think we should ignore it as he's still in it. I agree with you. But for us as a community, I think the narrative needs to be counteracted because he is propping up white supremacy. And for him to be in that position, saying those things can be exponentially detrimental. I mean, listen, they were willing to put Kanye West on presidential ballots just to try and dilute the vote. You are one of those imbecile niggers that don't like our future God, Lord Jesus, Trump. You're one of those haters. And that's the only reason you're doing it, because you don't want us to put you back in chains where you belong. These fucking people are so dumb. And the people, he shouldn't just be talked about. He should be raked over the coals. He should be butt punched. He should be bludgeoned. He should be bludgeoned with words of disdain. He should be dragged. And I mean dragged through the media because he's I know he got brain problems. I know he's off. You bipolar bitch. But and you know what? And I'm sorry your mama died. Yeah, that fucked you up. It's fucked up when people's mama died. But there's no excuse for selling out your entire race. We can't be using those things as excuses. Tragedies happen to people. People have mental stress and conditions all the time, and they're not out. And maybe they are, but they're just in front of a 7-Eleven and homeless, and nobody's listening to them. But screaming and eating bugs. Unfortunately, this man has a fucking platform and a microphone, and millions of people who listen to him, and it's made him an egomaniac. So I'm always for speaking that down, but also please, I'm going to keep imploring with you all. I think everyone. You should be beaten. No. I mean that won't do anything, right? He'll just be like, see how they tried to crucify the king. I am Jesus, please us. But all right, here's what we really need to do is really, really, really dip into the economics. Stop buying the alien bird cages. Yeah. Or the couch cushion pillows to wear, or whatever he else is saying. Just like get his music off of your playlists, right? Like, do not purchase his music. Do not go to his shows, right? Do not support this man anymore.
You know what? I
Like,
want
stop.
this to happen to him. I want him. This is what I want to happen to him.
Boop.
I really he is a drag on any kind of progress pertaining to moving forward with any possibility of us racially moving forward, and anything he's propping up, like you said, white supremacy. He might as well be a white nationalist, but he got more of a fucking platform and a bullhorn than white nationalists. So he can get out there and it makes white people go, look at Kanye. I mean, he's licking Tucker Carlson's balls. And by the way, this is him getting his balls licked by Kanye. He's
a hot right there.
That's it. Lick my taint. So, I mean, the bottom line is, if anybody say, oh, well, Kanye's a genius. No, it's that somebody said that. I forget who was saying, oh, he's a genius for marketing. No, he's a genius for marketing because he says white lives matter. That's some bitch shit.
Yeah.
What's up? Oh, I forgot to say what's up to Nazi. Nazi, what's happening? Assalamu alaikum.
Yes, sir.
So my main thing is with it, and I'm gonna ask you, and I'm gonna ask somebody in the feed. Do you feel that he should get a pass, or he should get his ass passed around and beat the fuck up? Like, do you think that would do anything? Because the one picture I had of him, his mouth was all fucked up. I think Pete Davidson maybe might have hit him in the face with his dick or something. I don't know. I mean, and he gave a shit about, man. Somebody said this. I don't know. DL Hughley said you didn't give a shit about white lives when you wanted to kill Pete Davidson, but now you give a fuck about white lives. Now white lives matter.
Or when he was banging on Taylor Swift, you know what I mean? And just shat all over her.
He deserved it. She deserved that. That's different.
She does not deserve it.
She deserved it. Taylor Swift is an overrated little white girl that got lucky because her epidermis is fucking white. No other reason. It's not because she's some super duper talent. And that year, Beyonce
she writes her own music.
Yeah, Beyonce had the best fucking album and had the best video.
I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying
all the single ladies.
The girl won.
Like
she's already on the stage getting the award.
Yeah, I mean,
why go shit on? Like he could have done that publicly anywhere else. You know what I mean?
But he should have did it right then. And I wanted to see Terry Crews tackle her.
No, that was the beginning of my. This nigga's kind of whack. And that's not even so much about Taylor Swift. It's just like, dog, who do you think you are?
He's Jesus.
Yeah. So, and he thinks he's some space alien genie, some shit. But really, he's doing all of this because of the attention that it draws and the economics and the power behind that. So, if you stop feeding his brands, then, and that well starts to dry up, his power and his influence will go with it. And then we get less of this, right? So for me, again, I beg and implore all of you to metaphorically kick him off the cliff of economics. You know what I mean? And get the music out of your life.
But you don't want to
do not buy his products.
The
alien bird cages. Don't do it.
Sure.
Yes. Yeah. No. That's a parking lot pimping. She called that shit alien bird cages. I was like, yeah, I'm good.
Wait a minute. What are they? West. What are they? Those.
The Yeezys.
Is it the Yeezys or is the other ones?
I mean, I think there's a. Ooh, excuse me. There's like a foam pair that are like just molded thin. Yeah, and it kind of looks like some shelter from the Hunger Games.
I seen it's so fucked up is the black people who are spending thousands of dollars on these pieces of shit is what makes me sad. It makes me sad that we're so caught up in the consumer. But you know what? People did that with Jordans. It's the same shit. People did it.
At least Jordans look like shoes and not bird nestings.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And I see some people in the feed. Kanye. Kuchadamas is in the building. Kanye tried to turn a hoe into a housewife. Should have listened to Too Short, you dumb nigga. Well, welcome and happy Friday to you, Kuchadamas.
Well, welcome to the show, sir. Yeah, the shoes are hideous, QB. We see you. All right, man. we can push from this, but it's just, one of those things that like
You're so wrong, Pedro, for talking about him. Look
I'm
at
going
him.
to
You've
take these
upset him.
opportunities.
You've
No,
upset him. You've
good.
upset him.
But want to take the opportunity to encourage everybody to tell Kanye economically to fuck off and stop doing anything that would help to make him money. He's got enough. Sit the fuck down.
That was such a but we're gonna move on. But I'm gonna tell you, it's such a coon-tastic moment with and Tucker Carlson just loved. Oh yeah. Niggers, subservient niggers. Oh yeah, man. That's what I'm talking about.
All right, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it on a heavier note, and more important shit. Real, not that the effects of
Kanye is
not that those effects are real, but this is something that's even realer. Uvalde, Texas, Robb Elementary School, 21 lives were lost earlier this year, as 19 children,
19 children,
and
two
adults were murdered in a mass shooting. Highly criticized for one of those images there where there were, I believe they went over 70 minutes with the police did standing outside in the hallway
talking about it,
just not doing any action to get in the room.
One dude did a chess match when he was waiting.
Right.
Another guy knitted a sweater.
Finished a crossword puzzle.
Yeah, they were out just chilling. Kids are in there dying. Teachers are in there dying.
In the parking lot, they were changing spark plugs.
Yeah, they're doing
barbecuing.
I don't know if y'all saw that. One guy, tailgate party. He's having a tailgate party. They're in there shooting. They're armed with guns. These bitches is armed with guns. They're supposed to do what police are supposed to do. I saw this picture. I wanted to show you, Pedro. This is how I felt, and I'm glad they kicked him out. If you did not do your job, give up your badge.
There you go.
You
can't say it much plainer than that.
You can't say it much plainer than that. And I think that the fact that they kicked him out, some people are like, well, you can't blame the whole. Well, you kind of can. And I think that this is what they should have done. They should have grabbed and thrown their ass out.
Man, suggestions, your nightstick officer. All right, man. So, again, this police department in Uvalde was highly criticized. Eventually, I think Border Patrol agents initiated the, raid or the storming of the classroom.
Right. They had to go get somebody else to do their.
But obviously, more lives were lost than were necessary. And, especially, what's his name? Pete Arredondo?
Yeah.
Was the chief of police there who didn't consider himself to be in charge on the day of, and just highly irresponsible. And he had just been elected to city council. He's not going to be on the city council anymore.
During that, he was hiding his badge. He's hiding his badge, going, I'm not.
I haven't seen any police here.
Who's in charge? I'm not in charge. Well, I don't know what you're talking about. It was
because of behavior like that, the city council has decided to suspend, again,
not fire,
a nuanced word from fired, but they are suspending the entire police force. They are going to find them other roles within the district, as it was described, but they won't be police officers.
They shouldn't be nothing. They shouldn't even be crossing guards, because you know what they'll do? They'll stand there while the kids get hit by cars.
Maybe there was some guys who were not there that day, on vacation or some shit like that.
I'm saying the ones
suspend them too, but rehire them, go through the process. This is part of my fire rehire, which also means fire. Don't necessarily rehire, right? But more like fire, reevaluate, and then maybe rehire. They were just scurried.
They were scared. Don't be scared, Twan. They were scared. But the bottom line is, if you come in and you know that there's a possibility that's what kills me when they say, well, cops' lives are really tough. And it's really tough to be a cop.
Ain't nobody forcing that motherfucker.
Ain't nobody held a gun to your head yet. You deserve a gun, to your head if you ain't gonna do your fucking job.
And to be honest, man, you know, with like John Kennedy from Louisiana said the other day, like next time you get in trouble, instead of calling the cops, call a crackhead. Well, in this case, that might have actually been better. Because I know about 2-3 crackheads could have ran up in there and be like, "Hey man, don't shoot these kids down!" And they would have jumped on them like, and then like, yeah.
And the guy would be like, "What are you doing?" And then they would just put their hand in their ass and, "Yeah, that's doo doo." And then
you got to shoot a crackhead 6-7 times before they.
And it still won't take him down.
Yeah, so
unless you shoot them in the head, they're like zombies. They keep coming. But the bottom line is, a lot of those guys were sitting there, and they were actually holding them back from doing what they had to do because while they were shooting going on.
AJ Fit, welcome to the building. Hypothesizes that if it was reported a black man was in the building with a gun, they would have rushed the building.
I agree.
You know, there's so many what ifs to this thing. It's just like I think the main one goes back to that sign that woman was holding up. Is like, what if they had just done their job?
AJ Fit is right. AJ Fit.
I mean, you know,
we're still gonna go at it. I told you, we're still going at it. We're gonna have a curl off. Okay.
It's Uvalde, Texas. I doubt there was like a high chance that there would be a black person in the town. You know what I mean? It's highly Mexican and Latino. But I get the point. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, so this is, for me, obviously I don't want to see the tragedy of this occur, but in the light of it, I think these are steps in the right direction in terms of accountability.
Accountability. No, I agree with you on accountability.
Like, yeah, none of y'all are cops anymore. Uvalde police, none of y'all motherfuckers are cops anymore. All right, I said, yeah, you give me your shit.
Give me your shit. It's like those old. What's the black? It's always the black chief. Like, put your gun on the table. You're fired. You'll never work again. But chief, shut the fuck up. They chewing my ass off, and I ain't got that much ass to chew off.
Right.
Now get your gun out of here. Get the fuck out of here. You a crossing guard, motherfucker.
You still got a little ass, chief.
You know, he's the only one to catch that because we both Eddie Murphy fans. And now a lot of young people, this is the weirdest shit. I'm gonna just throw this in here. Talking to some comics at the Sunset Room. I went to see this girl perform. Not like that. She wasn't performing nothing on me, which makes it sad. And these comics, I said, you know, Eddie Murphy is one of the reasons a lot of stand-ups do stand-up. Eddie Murphy did stand-up? I just wanted to jump off the fucking balcony.
It'll make you want to crack a head or two open.
Yeah. Wow.
Goddamn YouTube.
Y'all know Eddie Murphy was a comic first. Y'all know that. Anybody in the feed? Anybody?
I think we have savvy listeners and viewers. So Nazi hypothesizes, or more ponders. This is more when you put the in front, it's a ponderance. He's pondering, wonder how that would have turned out if those children were black. That second is even more. I get it.
And AJ was right back. A woman made it into the building and got her kid out. But 70 cops waited 77 minutes to do anything with their pussy ass.
Pussy ass.
Pussy ass. They did wait. Okay. Put it this way. One of them started a business while they were waiting.
They was filing taxes out there. He was like, come on, bro.
He started a business where he's selling pussy ass cop cakes.
MJ Gibson, welcome to it.
It's a cake that don't taste like shit, and it's not because they ain't do nothing. Carolina boss. Let me see. He said they got better security at the courthouse as opposed to schools. Well, you know, to be honest, in a sane, functioning democratic society, it should be like that, right? Because, you know, courts have criminals and there's a little jail part to every courthouse where, you know what I mean? So like, there's a necessary amount of security there, right? I agree with you.
There should be above what is necessary at elementary school, right? Like we shouldn't be in a society where you should need guns outside or inside. Yeah, in elementary school. But I see what you're saying, boss. You know what I'm saying? But like,
still,
but at this point, they do need to arm schools up. at least as much as a courthouse is. It's seemingly, and that is sad, right? And that you know that is part of the greater societal problem and condition that we need to deal with. But one way to deal with an inept police force such as this one, in the leadership,
just let them
leadership
go
on down, is, and you know they didn't even completely kick them out. They're just basically reassigning them to non-law enforcement stuff. You know, here comes the janitor squad,
yeah,
the highway cleanup patrol or whatever. I don't know.
yeah.
But yeah, you know, this is definitely a rehire situation.
Little kid walking through the line. Weren't you a cop? Yeah, here's your potatoes.
Recycling goes on the left.
yeah, you shouldn't be a cop. Maya Baker says, just double check. The school district suspended the police, not the city council. I don't know if the city council.
Thank you. No, I said city council earlier. Thank you, Maya. I appreciate that.
Thank you for checking us.
No, you know, facts matter. Fuck your feelings. Did we get to say that? Fuck your feelings, facts matter. So I don't feel no kind of way about that, Maya. I appreciate that. That's what we're here for. Oh shit! Don't die on this thing. Come on, man.
No, that's the way you said. I really don't feel.
No, you know that didn't feel
this
personal.
Is the thing. You know? I don't know if y'all noticed or not, but those cops, while they were waiting, repaved the road that was around the school.
They put new fencing up.
I don't know if y'all know that or not. I'm just putting
late.
the information out there that I read. One started a career as a singer.
He launched his he launched the Spotify channel and shit.
While he was waiting, while children are being shot. Now I'm gonna ask this and then we're gonna move on. Do you hate cops? Anybody in the feed, how many people hate cops and think cops is full of shit? And they're a bunch of people that didn't get no pussy when they was in high school and they a bunch of bitches. And now they don't get me wrong, they can fuck you up. But the reason they can fuck you up, they got the law behind them.
D not suited?
Yeah.
Like in Alameda County we were talking about yesterday?
Yeah.
Like just should never have gotten the job in the first place. Carolina Boss asked if children were educated properly and had outlets to keep kids out of trouble with role models, we wouldn't need all the security in schools or courts.
That's not true.
Well, you know, to a degree, the shootings we see are usually from some outside or something like that, but it's still the same thing, right? Like, man, it's like I have been watching the Jeffrey Dahmer shit on Netflix, right?
You started watching that creepy fucking shit?
Well, man, because you know what? You know, beyond all the creepy and murder gore shit, it really is this kind of classic case of white privilege, white people just not raising their children properly. Nobody watched this nigga for like 3 months. He was just by himself as a 17, 18-year-old finishing high school, dog. Like nobody was watching. He was just drinking beer and he murdered a motherfucker in that time. And his dad was off with the new wife, and his mother just left with his little brother to like go, I don't know, look for spaceships or some shit. And like literally nobody just watched this motherfucker. Cops pulled him over. This nigga had a bag of he had his first murder. He bagged up the body, was going to dump it somewhere. He got pulled over because he was swerving because he had been drinking all night. He's fucking 17, 18 years old.
And not one
nobody watching this motherfucker.
Well,
so
Dahmer,
I feel Carolina Boss on that. And sorry to get off on the tangent, but bring it back around.
No, we're gonna bring it back.
I'm gonna show you that white people ain't raising their kids right.
No, they
and that's just the
most
70s.
Most mass shooters, if you look at it, and everybody get mad, say, you know, Savage AF is bashing the white people, and it's about bashing the ice monkeys, and the ice monkeys are not being bashed. And I'm gonna say something.
We are milk cricket friendly.
Okay, and let me tell you something. The milk heathens, they're out of line. And you know that the bottom line is, if you look at serial killers across the board, now I'm not saying black people haven't been serial killers, but I'm saying the bulk of serial killers have been white. The bulk of mass shooters, and you can do the research if you think of bullshit. The most people that flip the fuck out, some middle-aged white man that decided the country ain't working out the way he wants and decides to kill everybody at the country concert. Or, these Mexicans are taking our jobs, even though they're jobs you don't want to fucking take. I'm going to decide to go down to Walmart and kill anybody that's brown. If you're brown, you got to go down. That's what they did. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do the Johnny Cochran thing. But the thing is, you know what I meant.
You a nigga, they'll pull the trigger.
Exactly. We're going to hell.
Yeah.
No,
we're already there.
I think we're already there. But I just feel like white people say that we're the most dangerous. They try to act like they try to paint us as being the most threatening. That he was a big black man and we had to shoot him multiple times. And then what did he have in his hand? Oh, that was a scrunchie. Oh, I thought it was a gun. They always paint us. But if you look at who's the most dangerous, when you look at the January 6th insurrection, who were the bulk of the crowd there? Now I'm asking people. It wasn't a bunch of Pedro's friends from school. If you look at the pictures,
that's the sound of snow crickets.
I'm telling you, the milk crickets were in full effect. They were in full effect, and
ice monkeys abound. They did climb the walls.
They did climb the walls.
Oh, monkeys, baby.
If you look at the insurrection, if you look at the 104 fucking politicians, other than the one coon cage black man that actually voted against Biden being certified, they were all Caucasoids from the Caucasoid Mountains. Yes, they were all that. If you look at the people that are protecting and not pulling the trigger on Trump, look at who they are. When somebody shows you who they are, believe them. That's what I've been hearing. And that's what it is.
Yeah. Carolina Boss said a truck driver has more stringent rules, regulations, and training than cops do, and have to continually be assessed. I think is what it means. Also, our records follow us. If we fuck up, we can't work at the job anymore. Amen, brother. You know what I'm saying? I think lifeguards are better trained. Like our cops get shit training, or they get the training they need, which is, find Negroes. Do as you please. But I think that's the intended training. But in a civil society, in a just society, obviously they would require much, much more training. And the police in all other developed nations have far more training for their police officers than they do here in America. So
Nazi says it's called offloading the blame.
Amen, brother.
No,
Amen to that.
I just wanted to see how many people, because I'm gonna tell you why I even good cops, I look at them like fuck you. Mm-hmm. Because if the good cops outweigh the bad cops, that means the good cops would shut down more of the bad quote unquote apples. Then that happened out there. They go out there and put 3 kids on the ground because one of them accidentally took a baby doll outside of a dollar store. So you put them face down on the ground. They're crying. They're putting a gun to the woman who is a pregnant woman. I haven't seen little white kids face down after coming out of the Dollar Tree. I haven't seen white pregnant women on cop cams being talked to like they're shit. But I have seen it with black women, and I have seen it with black men. So until you cops show me something else, every one of y'all can have the Terminator come and mop you.
I think Maya brought this up the other day too, or yesterday. The school in Florida, they called to police to arrest a 6-year-old. The jail pipeline created by whites is real. And and I heard they called the cops before even calling the parents. So
the parents, exactly. We're automatically seen as animals. And then when you see somebody black flip the fuck out, like down in, I think it was Arlington, Texas, and start shooting people, you treat us like animals, then you're surprised we act animalistic. It's bullshit. And I'm gonna tell you, all the people that's in this feed, tell me the truth. Have you? And Pedro's just had a good something lucky where you get taken in by the cops. Would you agree? That when you were,
I mean, listen.
But most of the time,
I've had all my interactions with police officers and throughout my lifetime, have it's either been my fault or some bullshit that, I just, I'm not tripping off of because they're not going to trigger me like that on the scene. You know what I'm saying? So I've had cops say funky shit to me. You know what I mean? Where you're like,
you lucky you got that gun, bitch.
Yeah, you're like,
I love the one cop that was talking
all this shit.
The one cop that was talking all this shit said, "Yeah, you tough guys. If you think you could take me and stuff like that." And then a whole bunch of people was like, "Well, if you didn't have that badge, bitch, then I'd beat your ass." And then guess what happened? he's at the gym, and a bunch of them showed up. This motherfucker on camera. You know, I've been going through a lot, and I was out of line. And wow, you guys were really serious. You want to beat me up? Yes, cop. We want to beat your ass. And you see people in the feed saying,
Maya said, my blood pressure goes up every time I see a cop car. Tired of worrying about getting home safe after a cop encounter. Amen. Well, even when you just see him on the road, my bad.
Yeah, no, I'm saying we got people coming in hot on the feed this Friday. I'm not sure there are more good cops than bad cops. I agree with you. That's what I think. And then, you know, that kid.
Oh, yeah. I saw the video of this.
Yeah. That kid shot Wednesday at McDonald's, had a hamburger in his hand, and the cop lit up his car lit up his car with bullets.
He was unarmed, and it wasn't even him that had the car with stolen plates. The boy was scared. Yeah, so yeah, the cops were called to a McDonald's, and there was some incident that had nothing to do with this kid. Him and the girl were parked in the car eating hamburgers. Cops come out. I don't know if guns were already drawn, but they were aggressive. And the kid panicked and tried to drive off, which, again, I'm always going to say is a mistake, but, you know, doesn't deserve and is completely illegal for these cops to shoot at a moving vehicle that is fleeing away from them. They could shoot at a moving vehicle if it's, you know.
If he was trying to run them over, like I would have. They should have shot me. They definitely should have shot me. Plus,
that was me.
That was me. Cop, see if you can get out the way of this bitch.
It's like in the NBA when you obviously follow motherfuckers.
That was me. I did that. No, but yeah, when they're driving, you know what you're supposed to do? Get their license plate, get them another time. You're not supposed to cause havoc by shooting into the car. Down in Chicago, they 36 shots with his father and a daughter in the car, and they went, oops, wrong person. We always seem to be the wrong person. I want to see more. The Chris Rock bit that I gave him super props for, I want to turn on the TV and see more white mothers crying over their son that was shot by a cop. It was Chad. I can't believe he shot Chad. Yeah. We don't see that. So what are we supposed to think if we don't see that? If I see kangaroos hop over and over again in videos, you know what I think? Kangaroos hop. That's what kangaroos do. They hop. They steal too. I don't know if you know that.
They can box too. Actually, don't square up with no kangaroo.
They have a little.
That nigga get back on his tail and be like, "Coop." He will bully foot your ass real quick.
Not only can they box,
they come with the skivvities,
and they steal those pouches they got. They steal stuff. That's when they go into inconvenience stores. They call them inconvenience stores. They go into inconvenience stores. They steal a bunch of fucking cookies and crackers. Then they bounce out. When the guy tries to stop them, kangaroo turns around, gets up on his tail and go, you didn't hear about me, bitch? And he starts piecing him up. It happens. I don't know why I went with that story, but I heard that kangaroos steal.
Yeah, I mean, you know, what's in that pouch? What's in the pouch? Yeah. WDMA Warrior, we see you as well, man. So, you know, we'll wrap this up and keep pushing, but you know, salute to the school district in Uvalde for relieving its police department, or suspending them from police duty, and I think they'll be reassigned to to a different position, right? Like, hey, glass ceiling, glass window. Yeah. Okay, so we'll keep it moving, and as we do, speaking of assaults and batteries, violence.
That's a good segue.
Let's talk about violence. Speaking of violence, let's do it.
Hey, it's your boy Black Pedro popping in. Hey, with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'.
Pedro.
Hey. It's your boy Black Pedro with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'. All right, man, check this out. I you know, Detroit Piston fan. So, you know.
Yeah.
Your LA Lakers, your Golden State Warriors. Hey, you know, this is they're playing the Pelicans right now. Hey, look at the Pelicans. Or maybe not right now. They're playing I think in an hour or so, but look at the Pelicans. But anyways, so you know, you can have your Lakers, you can have your Knicks or your Nets, Shang. you know, your Bulls.
I don't know. No.
Y'all can have all that. You know, Clippers fans.
No, I'm not a Clipper fan.
Golden State Warrior. I never jumped on that bandwagon.
You're
but I don't hate the team either. It's just, you know, my team is my team.
Oh, you're racist.
But I'm highly interested right now. I don't know if you guys have seen the leaked video of Draymond Green, who is ultimately college-wise a Michigan State Spartan. He's on the right-hand side. The other day in practice, I think yesterday, he straight up mollywopped. Like he grill baked Jordan Poole, the young buck on the left, who had a breakout season last year, became a star player, and a a true 3-point threat. I think he shot like 44% from three, 18.5 points a game, was critical in the playoffs. Looks like Steph too in his own sense.
WD, he's talking shit out of that dude.
Duh, you see it? And when your name is Warrior, when your last name is Warrior, it's like, you should fucking know, man. It's like, I'm going to take it from that dude.
Did he really?
He got him with one good piece and then like caught him as he was falling into the wall. And, he's like, Jordan Poole is tall, but Draymond Green still has a couple of inches on him height-wise. But much more body. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a much bigger dude.
He's a much bigger dude.
He's a stronger dude. And like, and it was like a really quick kind of sucker punch, man. Because I mean, Jordan Poole pushed him. He got in Jordan Poole's face. They were Jordan Poole's on the baseline. Draymond Green's on the left sideline. They're in practice. They're yipping yapping. There's no sound. Draymond Green comes and gets like on Jordan Poole's face, chest. You know what I mean? He's like, what? Little nigga?
Chest meat. A lot of chest meat.
And Poole's like, man, get off me. And then nigga was like, King. just took the biscuit. But for me, this just gives me another reson to hate Michigan State, because if you hold that there for a minute, hold that one there for a minute.
That one? Got it.
Yeah, there we go. Draymond on the right went to Michigan State. Fuck Michigan State.
Damn, dude.
Jordan Poole is a hero of Michigan basketball. Go Blue. So it's interesting that these two dudes who played college basketball in the same state from rival schools ended up in this altercation. And again, Draymond Green has been in the NBA since the 1970s. And Jordan Poole, this is like his third season.
Right.
So, for a veteran, old guy in the league, like this to just like fire off on a young buck like that. I don't know what he's saying. There were some rumors that Jordan Poole been kind of in the building feeling himself, because he did light it up last year. Oh, there we go. I got it. Because he did light it up last year. And But
it looks like he punched his son.
Yeah, man. It's and for teammates. Here's the other thing I understand too is like I was on a high school championship football team, citywide in Detroit, and then an Ivy League championship football team the very next year. And what I do know is that both of those teams went very, very hard in practice. But for me, honestly, most especially in high school, like. We used to fight each other, dog.
But that don't make sense.
We used to talk shit.
Pedro,
we used to
you're on the same fucking team.
But the thing is, that's what built us up as competitors and champions and dominant. Because then you like, if you ain't taking no shit from your homie that you ride home with to the east side,
I know what you're saying.
Battle with all through practice, you battle. Then you drop that shit when you leave the field, right?
I know, but come game day, you definitely not taking.
No,
it. That's not. That's
and listen, but there's always a
line. There's a line
because there was this one time where two of my teammates were going at it, and one of them was just like, and just like, man, he spit. I've never seen this much mucus.
Yeah,
on anybody's face, dog. Okay. Like into the homies' eye, and it was just like.
Okay, with football, that
is football.
With football, I was only on one. I only made it through half a season before I hit the
before you stabbed somebody.
No, I hit him in the head with my helmet. I hit the coach in the head with my helmet.
Wow.
Because
Okay.
no, because he they tell you be aggressive, so it's just you're not allowed to be aggressive. And Mr. Green deserved it because he was a bitch and he acted like bitch. He had bitch-like qualities. I mean, when I saw him, Mr. Green.
I thought you were talking about Draymond Green, but that was
no,
the coach's
Mr. Green.
name.
Our coach was named Mr. Green for the Hornets. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I couldn't do it. Some dude hit me late, so I figured, oh, you hit me late, I'm allowed to hit you late. He happened to be on the bench when I hit him. So and then my coach gonna grab my face mask and try to rough me up. I said, oh, bitch, you can get some of this smoke too. So I flipped out and hit him. And then they said, oh, that's it. And then I thought, fuck football. Fuck all y'all. I hope y'all all lose. And luckily for me, I can rub my nipples to this. They lost every game after that. So thumbs up. But no,
you put a Jamaican hex on him or some shit. He's like,
none of y'all will win ever.
All of them lose.
All of them losers. But
I just want to. Oh, go ahead.
With in this situation, you think they're not going to think about this later? They're not going to be able to squash that.
I mean, that's
he about 50.
Yeah.
No, he's not going to be. And I'm not going to play as good with you because I'm like, fuck you, nigga. You punched me in the face.
Well, there's the parties that are like Jordan Poole need to come back at this motherfucker every day until he beat his ass. But you also got to understand they're in a professional work setting too. I mean, it's basketball.
Exactly.
But these are multi-million-dollar athletes who
that
are
shouldn't be doing corny
shit. So,
I don't like it.
You wouldn't, they're not supposed to fight during the game. You're definitely not supposed to fire off on your teammate like this. Because, like, in football, even if you slap a motherfucker in the helmet,
it's different. It's
like there's all this padding around you or some shit. You'd have to literally hit somebody in the head with your helmet.
Like I did.
To be crazy.
But they didn't have a helmet. Have a helmet on. So I think it's different.
No, that's what I'm saying. But no, so I'm of the the Detroit in me is like, yeah, you need to I don't know.
It's business.
If you can't do it, hire some cousins or some shit. But the reality is Jordan Poole kind of got to swallow this pill, man.
No.
Yeah,
no.
Professionally.
I think no. You know what he could do? I would say, you know what? Just like Chris Rock said, or it was Chris Rock's people or one of them. It's like, oh no, I'm not gonna sock Will Smith back, but I'm gonna sock his pocket.
Yeah.
Fuck if you ain't. You gonna get in my face? I push you away from getting in my face, and you sock me. You sock me. You're a multimillionaire. I'm a multimillionaire. But guess what? You're gonna be a little bit less of a millionaire after I get done with your ass. And that young kid balls out the fucking gym. So he's the future, and the other dude ain't the future. So fuck him.
But he is like the leader.
He's the leader, but he's not the future. He's not the future.
But also in his past, he has this record in history of being this guy who is dirty and agitates and kicks people in the nuts, steps on their fucking chin, or you know what I mean?
Asshole.
Like, yeah, he's not a.
He's an asshole.
He's what do you call it? Adversarial with the media. He's angry. Like we all angry black men out here.
It's two black men. Yeah, but it's two black men. But I don't see him do that to white boys as much. That's what I say about these little thug.
Well, there are only 7 in the league, Shane.
Okay,
so
I know.
Percentage-wise, he has.
I don't see him yell. I don't see him run at somebody white like that.
Luka Doncic, he wouldn't do that to Luka.
Yeah, exactly. See, I see that like all these thug dudes that do their little finger, whatever the fuck, when they're doing origami or whatever the fuck they're doing. Yes, that's what it is. I call it gangster origami. Bottom line is I don't see them run at them like that. But it's just two black men that are multimillionaires on a fucking huge sports platform, and they makes us look fucking stupid. Oh shit. Oh, you clicked that. Nazi, how did you say that as I'm saying that? That's fucking crazy.
It's bad, guys. It's just bad. We're looking stupid again.
Looking stupid, man. So
you're looking stupid now. So that's it. Another reason for me to hate State. Draymond Green, you wrong for this. Jordan Poole,
totally wrong.
Go blue. Keep your head about you, kid. Hit him in the pockets, man. Or
hit him in the pockets. No.
Hire them niggas from the east side.
Oh, what it do?
But either way, man, don't sully your hands.
Okay, I'm gonna say this to all black men. I know that we get volatile. We have all kind of stuff on our shoulders. And the racist society is fucking with our head a lot of times. But we got to stop taking it out on each other. And stop that bit. See, that's what I call bitch shit. Because the bitch shit you're doing, white people revel in it. Public Enemy got a song said about where he's saying white people are happy when we kill each other because they saves money on bullets for them. And so just stop the corny shit. He could have been like, man, pushed him back. All right, let's go. Let's get this game pop. Let's get this practice popping.
No, he went straight to hot press grill,
yeah,
panini face. This nigga took his face to Panera Bread and put it into the got this hot grill.
Yeah,
and it's gonna be a meme. It's gonna be a joke. So there's all these things about it. It's like Chris Rock, where because there was that moment on the stage. People don't talk about it, but there was that moment on the stage as Will was walking away, and Chris was like, "We'll be back with," you know what I mean? And he said, "I'm at work. I'm a pro. I'm
a pro. This is the Oscars." And by the way, again, fuck Will Smith for that, but fuck Jada Pinkett to a higher level of fuck them, because she's the one that twisted up his head and made him seem like less of a man.
Everybody in control of their own brain.
Right. He could have. Okay, fuck it.
Be a man.
Jada Pinkett lower.
She ain't no sea witch who's controlling his mind with conch.
Yeah, Will, go up and smack.
This nigga's like, I will.
And then after you smack him, I don't like the way Bradley Cooper's looking at me. Get him too. No, I agree with you. I just feel like it makes us look stupid. It makes us look dumb, and I don't like it. Even though you're doing it from the standpoint of Michigan, and that's not cool.
Go blue.
See, I know. Let me tell you something. When I
found my new bar, by the way. Yeah, I told y'all that already. So yeah, we got.
You found. No, I know, because your other bar, they just
omelets and beer, bro.
Okay.
People understand the struggle. I got to be up. I got to be up like 8:30 tomorrow, man.
Yeah. Wow.
A.M. to catch this game at 9.
No,
that's dedication, bro.
Well, as long as they're not doing it, I heard Iverson when he was on Philly, it was two teammates he didn't like at all, and he flat out said it. He knew no dumb shit. Yeah. He didn't do. They may not have liked his attitude with the tattoos and the braids. That was a societal thing because they didn't like to see black men dressed like that, even though he was balling out of the fucking gym. And by the way, one of my favorite players, Iverson, only person I've ever seen cross over Jordan and make him look like a fool. I've never seen anybody do that. And y'all can look it up if I'm not bullshit you not. It's one of the best crossover shits I've ever seen in my life.
Speaking of making him look like a fool, WDMA says, haha, Davis already doing voiceovers. So yeah, I mean, it's gonna play out for a while.
It's gonna resonate for a while.
The internet's always wins. That's my pop in for today, man. Draymond.
You know what else resonates?
Some bullshit.
You know what resonates? Following us here on Savage AF, and when you follow us on Savage AF, which we're on 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time weekdays, you need to follow us on our social media, which is one of them. Tell them what it is. Dawn, tell them what it is with the Facebook. Go ahead, tell them.
The Book of the Face.
The Book of the Face.
Savage A.F. A.F. You got to have 2 dots, man, in between the A, after the F.
And then another dot. And make sure you do that. Also, make sure you do this. Follow us on the YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. You make yourself feel better. You will not smell bad if you do it. And if you just go get a big can...
Don't taste fool you, because there is
big
none.
Can of thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up on that. My Shangri today, some people might not relate to it, but I'm going to do it anyway because you can't stop me. White folks, hey, milk crickets, listen. Yes, I want to say something. You guys keep talking about a civil war, and I think it is going to be civil, but I think there's going to be very surprised because there's going to be a lot more people. Now, it's not going to be a civil war like back in the day. It ain't going to be that kind of civil war. I know people think it is. And it's not going to be between the Republicans fighting each other. It's not going to happen because the Republicans are unified like a motherfucker. But it's not going to be as easy for them to just roll up on us like before. There's a lot of people, the oath keepers that aren't arrested, that are talking about having a civil war if the Republicans don't win in 2022. And if Trump is not allowed to run in 2024, they said that we will, if you think you saw something at the Capitol, Pedro, they said we're just getting started. And they are about to start some shit with us.
It's a natural diuretic.
Yeah, that's what they're about to do. There's going to be a civil war. We're going to have, it's going down. And you got to pick the side you're on. And we're going to have to get into it. I'm just telling you, that is what's going to happen. And the people that are afraid, I'm not afraid to shoot a gun. And I'm afraid to take somebody's fucking head off. And I think that that's how they think. So we got to think like that. Now, I don't want it to be a civil war. I mean, if it was like this, it'd be cool. But I just think that we got to know that these motherfuckers ain't playing. They already said that they are stacking guns in all places where Pedro's from. Michigan, the Michigan militia already came out with 2 statements saying that if this is the case, if they try to take away our freedom and our vote, this is what's going to happen. Even though the Republicans are the ones actively taking fucking votes away.
One Eye Willie and the Oath Keepers had plans to ferry guns across the river.
They had hotels full of guns.
Revolutionary
in Delaware.
Shit is this?
Yeah, what kind of shit is this? We gotta know that they're about that life. They're fucking crazy. So we cannot just reach across the aisle and maybe work with them. That ain't gonna work no more. We gotta knuckle up. We gotta get down. And that's what's gonna happen. There is going to be a civil war. I really do believe it. I now believe it because these motherfuckers are saying it's going to be a civil war. The white nationalists said they're going to get all the mud people off of the fucking planet. And the mud people need to be out of America. By the way, black people, you know who the mud people are? I don't know. But I don't know. I'm not dude running out because no.
Is that a Star Trek bar fight?
That's a Star Trek bar fight. That's what that is. You know how hard that was to find? So I'm just saying, before we bounce, know that these are the people that are talking this shit. It's not me just saying that. I know I say crazy, violent shit. I'm just letting you know. They about that life. They already showed they about that life. And I'm glad that I have a friend that lives about 5 minutes away with an arsenal. And his name is Black Pedro. And so I'm just saying, and I'm not allowed to get a gun because I'm still dealing with the shit. And I tried to do it legally, but this motherfucker said, oh, just do it the right way. And then I've been sending paperwork in, and it takes 3 months for you to fucking get a response back. I get one thing response back, said, oh, you still have to fill out this part. I send it back another 3 months. And I can't get a legal gun at a black-owned gun. I think they don't want me to buy it from a black-owned gun shop. That's what, if I'm out at a white gun shop, like, here you go, man, take this bazooka. They would have taken it, man. Shoot a plane down. Woo! But, I mean, brother, like, hey, man, let me show you how to shoot, how to make sure. No, they don't want that. I'm telling you, I sent that paperwork in 3 months ago.
Goddamn.
Because I want to buy me a nice, clean gun in case these redneck.
No bodies on it.
Yeah, no bodies on it, exactly. Because I'm telling you, if you think the White Walkers ain't coming, you're wrong.
Winter is coming.
They are coming.
And ice monkeys are coming.
Ice monkeys are coming, and war is nigh.
It's not. That's what it is, y'all. See, we send y'all into the weekend with good vibes. Nothing but good vibes.
Yeah.
Savage AF, y'all. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. Fuck your weekend, too, if it ain't right.
Right.
We'll be back here on Monday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Right at the end, I'm getting trolled for fuck it. Before we go, if you think it wasn't a good play, look at, they said one of the top plays in basketball, and it's Iverson crossing over Jordan. So you're full of shit. Iverson was the truth, and that's a fact.
He was literally called the answer. All right.
Yeah.
So we'll be back here Monday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Oh, oh my God. I will be at the Laugh Factory this Sunday making these jokes, my bitch, just like I do trolls. I'll be there 9:30 at the Laugh Factory in Long Beach. The last 2 times down there was fucking packed. Pedro knows what I'm talking about. It's packed. It's a giant room. Make sure and if you want to get on the guest list, I can put you on my guest list. Inbox me on Instagram at Comedian Shang. And if you're in Long Beach area, I'll be doing that. I'm doing a political fundraiser tonight in San Bernardino at the foundation for the Democratic candidate that is the Democrat. He's a Democrat for the state assembly in San Bernardino. So I'm doing that tonight. And then Sunday, I will be at Boomers. It's called Boomers. It's some ghetto shit.
Boom.
But I mean, fuck it. It's the bag is nice. So I will be there. So come see me live. And me and Pedro are going to be doing the show Savage AF live at the San Diego Laugh Factory, November 11th and 12th, 4 shows. We'll give you more information about that when it comes up.
You know what it is, y'all. All right, man. Have a good weekend, man. Stay black.
Have a
if
good
you
weekend.
Are. Don't be black if you're not. Keep your
All
finger
right.
out your nose.
Be safe, y'all.
That's what it is.
Deuces.